I can't remember what it's like to hold one you love by your side. Or maybe I just can't seem to sing to save my life. When I'm with you, there's no reason for wine. I'm intoxicated by your side. Nothing in the world's gonna beat this high. I've been searching for all of my life. When I'm with you, it's funny to think we should know. Oh, and it's love when we've lost control. Maybe for once I can finally find my home. When I'm with you, there's no reason for wine. I'm intoxicated by your side. Nothing in the world's gonna beat this high. Searching for all of my life. When I'm with you.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me? Is it on? Hello? Oh. Can you hear me now? Good evening. Good evening. I'm Miranda. I'm the maid of honor. Woo! Great maid of honor, by the way. Those of you who are on social media know the internet brings people together. It allows someone to reach out with one message and change your life completely. One message from an acquaintance or even a stranger, and your future is totally different. One spring day, a girl named Jessica messaged me. I knew who she was from high school, and I knew she played soccer, but that was it. She said she was starting a women's golf team at the fort and wanted to know if I would join her. I said hell yeah, and so began our journey as friends and teammates. And a year later, she got a message. She got an even more life-changing message from some FLC golfer dude named Dillon, who liked golfer girls. Well, he liked one golfer girl, a girl he didn't know well, but who shared the same passion as he had. A girl who did something no one else had done in the college's 100-year history. She didn't like the path, so she made her own. Something I frequently do, make my own path on the fairway, just usually with trees and bushes in front. Lost my place. Luckily, Jet didn't know that at the time, or she might not have wanted me on her team. And lucky that she met someone just as supportive and encouraging and driven as she is. And she can golf into the sunset together forever. So thank you, Dillon, for being that golfer guy and shooting your shot on the internet. And thank you, Jet, for being a risk taker and forging a path for many more to follow. Okay. You're a truly amazing friend and one of the best people I know. You deserve the world, and I know Dillon will do everything he can to give it to you. Congratulations on your new journey together.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jason. I'm Dillon's best man. I've known Dillon basically my whole life. I've known him since I was 6 years old, and it was basically fate that brought us together. My dad applied. I'm starting to get emotional. Damn. I know.
It's hard.
Yeah. My dad applied for a job in small town Sholo, Arizona, and one of the docs interviewing him goes, "Oh, you went to UC Irvine class of 1983. Do you know Steve Washburn?" And of course he did. They were buddies, and lo and behold, Steve had 2 boys my age, Dillon and Jake. And that was the start of Dillon and I and Jake's relationship. It wasn't until junior high that we got to go to school together. We went to 2 different schools, but that didn't keep us apart. We had our meetups on the weekends growing up before junior high. We had the skiing up in the local ski resort. We had the movies, the hanging out at each other's houses, the sleepovers, the countless sleepovers that Dillon and Jake and I had. Sleepovers were a little different whether it was at the Washburn's house or my house. Usually at Dillon's house it was, sledding on the ski hill in the winter or basketball in the driveway. And at my house, well, Jake and Dillon couldn't have video games until junior high. And so it was just hours of GameCube or Xbox. Much to the dismay of his parents. Sorry, Steve. But it was really great, even though we didn't go to the same school, and we got to hang out as much as we want, and do those things where it wasn't allowed at Dillon's house, but was allowed at mine. And there were a few things that were different. Dillon, there were certain stories, there are certain things I remember growing up, and one of the other funny stories I have about Dillon's parents being a little strict was during the 2004 Olympics. We were watching TV, and they're like, "Hey guys, what are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, the Olympics," and that seemed to suffice what they were asking. Jake and Dillon didn't tell them, though, that it was the women's beach volleyball aspect of the Olympics. And that's the last secret I'll divulge, Steve. But maybe all that strictness did pay off, though, because Dillon himself actually made it to the Junior Olympics 2 years in a row for slalom skiing. I mean, that is a really impressive feat. A thing that both him and his beautiful new wife share together, a passion that the two of them have, is skiing. And in high school, Dillon actually was quite the athlete as well. He did soccer in the fall, he did basketball in the winter, and then he did golf in the spring. And it was really impressive that all that Dillon did, and eventually he got a lot more into golf and became really good. There's so many memories that we share together. I was also on the golf team. Bus rides out to the golf course. Going with Dillon and Jake and I to dances. With our dates, and there's just so many great memories that we shared going through high school, and that was really great. There are these random moments I remember, like Dillon getting thrown in at a prep rally, one of these phone booths where there's a fan and all the money comes around, going to the Suns games together. At one Suns game, actually, we had an open buffet, and I decided to put M&Ms on my chicken and pasta. And Dillon and Jake just thought I was loony for that. But it's those moments, those random moments, those high school moments. There were those moments that no high schooler should have to live through. Junior year, Dillon lost his mother, and she's here in spirit today. And Dillon actually, shortly after his mother's passing, Dillon and Jake had the opportunity to buy a car. And they could have chosen any car they wanted, honestly. And any car. Jake chose Lexus IS250, a very quick car that, so quick in fact, Jake got into a high-speed collision in a parking lot with a shopping cart. But Dillon was, Dillon, as many of us know, is a very even-keeled, logical, some might even say frugal individual. So Dillon chose the 5-star crash-rated Subaru Outback. I don't know any 17-year-old that willingly chose the safety of a Subaru. That's Dillon for you. So, after high school, I didn't get to see Dillon as much. He went to Fort Collins, or Fort Lewis.
Fort Lewis.
And, we obviously still always kept in touch. And, Dillon and I were always going to be there for each other. And there was, so many memories that I remember. And one of them is I will vividly remember where I was when Dillon called me. I was in the garage in 2015, and he called me and said, "Hey, Jason, do you remember this girl on my golf team, Jessica?" And I was like, "The girl you've only been talking about since sophomore year?" "Yeah, I remember her." He goes, "Yeah, so I believe it even was on the golf course." He goes, "Yeah, she admitted she's just interested in me." And I was like, "Oh, isn't that exactly what you did 3 years earlier and she had, shut you down? Wow." But he was confused. I mean, he was not sure. And I told him, I said, "Dillon, you have to go after this girl. You will regret it for the rest of your life if you don't give this a shot. If you don't see where this relationship can go." And he goes, "Yeah, man, Jake told me the exact same thing on the phone." So, I don't want to take credit for this beautiful relationship that has evolved. But Jake and I can share credit. I will, with that, raise a glass to the happy couple, to Dillon and Jessica.
Okay, can everybody hear me? All right. So I just want to clarify that everything Jason said is about 90% accurate. Don't take him seriously, what he said about me, okay? And I want to take credit for Dillon and Jessica. I won't take as long as Jason did, but I called them marrying each other on the first day that I met Jessica, because no woman could ever put up with Dillon's his smelly feet. I'm sorry. I'm right there with you, man, okay? It just runs in our genetics, but still. And Jessica can put up with his constant obsession with golf. And she loves golf just as much, if not more, than Dillon. And she can beat me anytime on the golf course. So, granted, they really were a match made in heaven. And I am just so thankful to have Jessica as a sister. You are perfect in every way for Dillon. You both, I'm so happy to call you my sister. You are beautiful inside and out. You make him a better person. Okay? I appreciate you, and I just am so happy that you will be in our family. You will be Jew number 2.
Yeah. Tell the story about it.
Oh, okay. So if none of you don't know, yes, I know that sounds very anti-Semitic, but Dillon and I, from our wonderful grandfather and grandmother, Bobby Sunshine Curtis, we are 12.5% Jewish, and so I would always get terrible looks from my professors. From my email was Jew243. So it was just very awkward. So now I can share that name.
Why you have Jew?
Well, yes, I'm sorry. I need to describe that. My middle name, I am after my mother's father, Edward. So Jake Edward Washburn.
Jew.
Now it's Jessica Emily Washburn.
Jew 2.
Jew 2. No, we're still gonna call her Jet. So don't worry. It's just a little inappropriate. But from the bottom of my heart, I feel like I called the relationship at day 1. So let us raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Washburn. Cheers. Love you. Oh, you are the best. Got that?
Is there anybody? Oh, John! Yay!
I'll keep it short, I'll keep it sweet. Let me just unlock my phone. And I am John, the brother of the bride. I almost said groom for a second, that'd be weird.
Now you're in.
Yes, that's true. Okay. I just would like to say congratulations to Jetty and Dillon. There's no two people more perfectly suited for one another. I'm excited to see how the two of you grow with each other in the years to come, and for all the free golf lessons I'll get coming forward. It's not only like a couple people I get golf lessons on, it's like an extra that I can get free golf lessons from. I never thought I would see this day. My sister is always more focused on golf and soccer than boys, but it just kind of takes the right person to come along to kind of change that. I have 2 sisters, but I've always wanted a brother, and I'm so excited to have Dillon be a part of our family. Thank you, Dillon, for being so persistent when my sister was being so stubborn back in college. Welcome to the family, Dillon. Let's all raise a glass and cheers to the new golf power couple. To Jet and Dillon.
Hello. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you for making the trip out here. I know a lot of you are coming from far away. You made it to come celebrate with us. We're so blessed with all the love and support that we have in this room. We couldn't do it without you guys, so we just want to say thank you.
Special thanks to my family from Louisiana and North Carolina for coming out here. Also, another shout out to the longest drive ever, to my Uncle Dave. Louisiana to Oregon, Oregon to Colorado, Colorado to Oregon, Oregon to Louisiana. I appreciate you, and I appreciate my family and the other new family of mine, the Tolson clan, and thank you for putting this all together. So thank you all.
We love you.
Love you.
Yeah, we're going to go cut the cake now, and then I think we're going to go from one side to the other side. From the window. There you go. Very good.
I prefer the watermelon.
With party, you'd like to join now if you can. Jessica, Dillon, and their entourage. Dillon can get off the dance floor except for Jack. He needs to stay. Because I think there's another man in your life that you'd like to spend a little bit of time with.
This is the one I
The cautionary title to a song, if I've ever heard one.
So much in love, you're the one I can feel my roots in the floor. I don't know when not long ago I was looking, she told me so.
And she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life lets go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of the Father was deep. I pray that she find you someday, but it's still hard to give her.
It's really hard when you're close to the people you
I
do this for.
After that, beautiful, all the way you be the same red face kid that I knew, one that I really almost every day.
I did their son's rehearsal.
The first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew that I pray that she find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved you first. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of Father was sweet. Today you might know what I'm going through, when a miracle smiles on you. I love you first. Well, I want you to. It's always great when you come off crying.
Why are we doing this song? Because it's fun.
Honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me. Sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. I just can't believe the loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. I just can't believe the world could give this feeling to me. I just can't believe it's true. Ah, sugar. Honey, honey. You are my candy. Sugar, sugar. You are my
I think we got some people want to dance.
Come on,
Yeah, Johnson.
When we all woke up this morning, we were not all one family, but now this last dance, I think we kind of tied the knot, metaphorically speaking, as well. So, Dillon and Donnie, and Jess and Steve. You're going to be
also younger than the sun. And the bunny boat was water, got me sailing to the mystery. Oh, I can hear the sailors cry. Smell the sea and feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into this day. With that fork, I will be coming home. And when the fork grows, I want to I don't have the fear that I just like way back in the day. Yeah, but never said we would go. I never let the ground. Well, that's all for me. You know I'm so good. Yeah, when that phone calls goes, I gotta hear it. I don't have to feel it. Just like way back in the day. And together we were flying into the distance.
And with that, I think we'll open up the dance floor. want to do the garter. Never mind.
Come on, Joe!
Okay, so Dillon, you've got about 20 seconds to get that garter off. If you're there longer than that, all right. Dillon, you got to turn around. On three, hold on. Hold on. Kara, you ready? On three, ready? 1, 2, 3, let it go. All right, who you see? Or who don't you see? All right, we got them all. All right. Okay, so no diving, no pushing, no tackling, no throwing each other into the pond. Oh. 3.
That things aren't going my way, 'cause that would be boring. Spend my last cent on cheese and champagne. What a wonderful morning. Never mind, she declined to the first date. It was only on my birthday. Never mind all the lines on the highway. Give me time to reflect a bit, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. Real good morning. Real good morning. I guess that things can only get better from here, but sometimes I wonder, I might have met the love of my life, but I lost a number. Never mind, she declined to the first date. I went to Vegas with a roommate. Never mind all the lines on the highway. I aim to misbehave, 'cause I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. I'm just having a good day. Having a good day. Having a real good morning. I'm just having a good time. Having a bad day, yeah. A real good morning.